finding my best friend. And I was lost in the bank before my mom. So I lived with my mother. I took my mother.
What's good, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Right now I am in Titusville, Florida. It's because my cousin has sighted David. David is the guy that is walking around the whole United States on a mission for God, and I'm going to go talk with David, and I'm going to see what's his mission and have an interview with David. So if this is your first time tuning in the channel, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you can keep up with the vlogs that I post. Now let's go. Hey, what's up, Mr. David? I came to meet you and to see what your journey is all about and why are you doing it. First of all, who is David?
My name is David Isaiah Cruz. I'm 40 years old, born and raised in New York City. My last occupation was a carpenter. I worked making concrete superstructures in New York City.
Oh, okay.
I was awakened about 5 years ago when I felt that negativity, I call him negativity, you know. When negativity was trying his best to get me in between a hard place and a rock. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He was really trying his real best, and I felt it. And then God revealed it. Once God revealed it, He showed me the people He sent to help me get out of that rut. And once I seen that, I sacrificed. I started sacrificing everything from liquor to smoking weed to smoking cigarettes to lifestyle. It was a lifestyle. I got away from the temptations and everything that could possibly initiate that type of negativity in my surroundings.
Mm-hmm.
So once I did all of that, I started sacrificing. I made my covenant, and I told God I will never hurt nobody in this world, and inclusive to that, I won't hurt any animals. From this day on, I become vegan. You know, once I did that, that was 3 years ago. I've been vegan 3 years now, and I don't know. 2019, we started a cross-country trilogy, right? The first time I was told to go to California. It's like a conversation that has taken place, but I don't remember where or when that conversation took place. That's how I describe to you the method in the interaction, in the communication me and the Creator God has. That's what it feels like.
Mm-hmm.
So I got up, I grabbed the bicycle, and I went to California. He told me to grab the bicycle, go to California, and wave at everybody. Make love contagious. That was the uniform.
Mm-hmm.
That was my uniform. And in that right there, I seen that I had to break my ego in order to do that, because as you may know, you might not see the reason why you would wave at everybody from work to your home or from your home to work.
Mm-hmm.
For example, you might not see that as a logical thing to do, right? But then I also questioned him. I questioned that same thing, and he responded. I said, why would I wave at everybody? What's the purpose of that? He said, why not? Right? So, and I understood. I looked at it and I said, it's just spreading love. Just, you never know whose day you could make with just such a small gesture. You know, you could change someone's day with that type of gesture.
Absolutely.
So, yeah. So I took off and I was on my way to California. It took me about 24 hours to actually make the transition and actually get on the road. You know, I had to buy inner tubes and I had to gather a couple of things to make the journey work, right? So I got on the bicycle and I took off, and when I got to Oklahoma City, the bicycle was stolen at a truck stop, and that disturbed me greatly, where I became bitter, you know, because on the handlebars, my book bag was there with my clothing and everything else, you know. So that was negativity. That was him, you know. Him, I call him negativity. He did that because he knew I was gonna make it. I was 3 states away from making it to California. I left sometime in May, early May. I left on that journey, and July 4, 2019, I was in Oklahoma City. So he knew I was gonna make it. I was determined. Negativity knew I was gonna make it. I was determined. So he stole my bicycle on July 4th. And on July 5th, I took a bus back from Oklahoma City to New York City. And I stood there writing music and, you know, just doing whatever it is that I was doing. And November 11, 2020, God told me to embark on a mission to Miami, to Florida. He said Miami. He said Florida at that time. He said go to Florida. I started walking towards Florida. When I got close to Florida, when I got to Georgia, actually, there was a dream that had emerged. A dream from the past. And the dream was that in my great-grandmother's house, there was a lake of blood, and an alligator and a snake went into that lake. And that signified to me at that moment, since God told me to go to Florida, I said, does that mean that my great-grandmother is trying to warn me that in Florida, where the alligators are, there's going to be a snake that's going to betray me and leave me in a pool of blood? That caused me to detour from God's path, because God told me to go to Florida. So I believe that was negativity that made that dream reemerge, you know, for that very reason, to myself and walk into Florida regardless of a dream or anything of that matter. But I didn't. I said to myself, I made an excuse, and I said, well, it's only 1,000 miles from New York to Miami. I'm gonna go 3,000 miles to California. It's 3,000 miles just about to get there. I say God will be pleased with me. It's triple the amount in miles, not understanding that it was about the journey to Miami. It was the obedience that he was looking for. He was looking for my obedience. So I failed again. And I ended up going around the United States, the four corners, where there was many, many obstacles. There was obstacles every day. There was obstacles, you know, hurricanes, blizzards, hailstorm, heat waves, everything but a tornado. I went through everything but a tornado out there, you know, sleeping in deserts and isolated mountains, you know, with zero population, primitive roads and all of that stuff. I went through all of that, and then I came to realize, I realized then that negativity won. He won again, you know. But I still completed. He wasn't able to stop me through all those hurdles. He wasn't able to stop me through all those obstacles. I still made the journey around the United States of America. So then God told me I could rest. On January 2nd, I made it to Pennsylvania, and I rested there for 2 months. And on March 13, I started this journey. God told me to go back to Florida. So this time I said, I know where I went wrong. I realized that the first time when they stole the bicycle, negativity stopped me from making the mark. The second time with the dream, the nightmare, he stopped me from getting to the mark again. So this time I said nothing will stop me. When I get to Georgia, where that dream had reemerged, this goes viral.
Okay.
And it stops me in my path. I was doing 30 miles a day. It stops me in my path when this went viral. So of course, us humans, most humans, well, I speak for myself, I think negative first. Just, I don't know why. That's just the way that I was thinking. And I said, wow, this is to suffocate me. This is to confuse me. This is to overwhelm me. He's trying to stop me. He's going to use everybody in my surroundings to stop me from making my journey. He knows this time I'm determined, and he knows nothing is going to stop me. So he's put the people with love in my way. A whole bunch of people trying to show me love in my way. You see what I mean? So I could, because he knew I was determined. So he put a lot of people with a lot of love in my way. So I could, he thought that I was gonna repel all the love, you know, rebuke the love. That's what he thought, because I was so frustrated, you know, because I wanted to make it to Miami. I wasn't thinking about the bigger picture where we could make unity and make love more contagious than it ever been in any of my journeys. I wasn't thinking there yet. Then God brought that to my attention, and I said, oh, okay. So I stood to the last person went home every day for those 2 weeks. And every parking lot that I walked into, I stood there for 15 hours for the first 2 weeks. Unlimited amount of people were coming in and out of that parking lot. When 10 left, 15 came. When 15 left, 20 came every day for 2 weeks. And I stood there till 12 o'clock p.m., 11, 12 p.m. And then I'll walk at nighttime to the next parking lot in the next town and go to sleep for a few hours between 6 and 9 a.m., 10 a.m., while everybody was still at work. And then it started all over again in the next parking lot. Wherever they used to catch me, if this was the parking lot, I'll be here for 15 hours. And there'll be people coming in nonstop. That's how it was. So once then he got mad because it didn't go as he planned. He thought that I was gonna rebuke the love, you know, like repel the love, like, you know what I'm saying? That's what he thought. But now we're here, and everybody's recording this. They're making a movie. They're part of my journey. Everyone's a part of my journey now. And together, yeah, there's unity. And what happens is, at the end of this, I have a message that God gave me, but I want to share the message with you. He allowed me to see my purpose, and my purpose, if I share it with everyone, it's a project that demands every profession, every walk of life. That's what the project is. From homeless to trillionaires, there's a place for you in this project. You're gonna understand that when I start speaking, you know. So I knew that was my purpose. I didn't know how I was gonna do it back then. It was in I was in Montana, 2021, when God allowed me to see this project, and He elaborated in detailed form how to do it, how to make it happen. So now I know that this is the way to pass the message to everybody in this platform right here. So I'm waiting till God give me the green light, the cue, to go ahead and let everybody know what the purpose is. When I tell you what the purpose is, you're gonna know it came from God. You're gonna know it. I don't got the IQ. I don't got the smarts, the brain power to generate such a beautiful and elaborated master plan. And you know, negativity will never tell us to unite in such a beautiful, blissful way that you're gonna understand when I tell you. You're gonna know it didn't come from negativity, and I don't got the brains to come up with such a brilliant plan. You're gonna know it only came from the creator of all things, God. You're gonna know it came from God. And then I believe, I really do believe that everybody is going to want to be a part of this project. Everyone.
That's good.
You're going to understand why. It's self-explanatory. I just can't elaborate too much on it right now.
Gotcha.
But I believe everybody is going to understand immediately
That's
that
awesome.
this is necessary. That it's time. That's what everybody's going to... You'll see.
All right. So your next journey is still to Miami?
I'm going to Miami South Beach. That's when God told me to go to Miami, when I walked out this time, when I walked from in March, what was it, March 13, I walked out of the house to embark on this journey. God told me to go to Miami. So I'm going to go to South Beach, you know. I'm going to go through all Miami, and then I'm going to go to South Beach, and I'm going to sit by the water, right? And see if God tells me something beautiful, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's next? That's what I'm going to do. And then I'll let you know.
Okay, so why can't you accept anything from
Because
anyone?
God told me not to accept anything. All right, if I were to accept $5 from you, $5 from her, $5 from them, if I were to accept that, it changed my pockets. I'll have thousands of dollars by now.
Mm-hmm.
And then it changes the journey. It changes the message. It changes the context, the texture, everything. It changes everything, you know. It will no longer be a walk of faith where God allows me to find things in certain places. It will be a luxurious thing where, you know, it won't be the same thing. It just won't be the same journey. My journey, I'm trying to keep it exactly how He told me. He told me don't accept anything from anybody. I won't accept anything from anybody, you know.
I understand.
If I were to accept all the things people try to give me, I'll have a U-Haul following me everywhere I go with the amount of things that people been trying to give me. It would change everything. Everything would change if I accept from one person, I gotta accept from everyone.
Gotcha.
That's how it is.
I understand
Right?
it.
It's only right. So I'm assuming that's why He told me don't accept anything from anyone. I don't know why He told me not to accept anything from anyone, but
So you make sure you eat, make sure you...
I eat every day, a lot. I eat a lot every day. And I drink enough water. Everything is fine.
Awesome. All right. Well, it was definitely nice meeting you, David.
Yes, sir.
All right, y'all. I just met with David. Had a nice interview with him, and he's doing it for God. Everything he's doing it is for God. Now, I'm not gonna even lie. I brought David all this stuff here. Water, snacks. I was gonna give him cash to help him on his journey. And he told me he can't take nothing from me. God feeds him every day. God makes sure he have water, have everything he needs for his journey. And he wouldn't take anything. And he's genuinely doing this for God. And that's an awesome thing. And it was nice meeting David. Now, everybody, I'm going to keep up with David journey to Miami. I'm going to call him once a week, and I'm going to check on him. And once he's in Miami, he's going to reveal what God tell him. And I am going to go to Miami once he reaches Miami, and he's done, and he's in South Beach, and he's ready to deliver his message. But let him give you guys all the information and give you guys what God tell him to tell everyone. All right, so y'all make sure y'all keep up with my channel. Anybody that supports the channel, I appreciate you. It's love over here, and I'll see you guys in the next vlog.